90-Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. Star Sophie Sierra is looking different in her new photos since her confirmed split with Rob Warne. Sophie from London, England moved to the US in 2022 to marry Rob from Los Angeles. Rob's apartment with no bathroom was the biggest problem in their relationship, along with his past as a cheater and his inability to provide Sophie with a lavish life. However, Sophie stayed with Rob despite his worst behavior out of love. Sophie and Rob moved to Austin, Texas after they got married. However, Sophie decided to get separated from Rob a few months after they relocated. She moved into her friend Kay's house. Sophie had discovered that Rob had online cheated on her with more than one woman and had lied to her about it. The couple went through instances of reconciliation. They even gave therapy a try, but nothing worked out. Sophie was confused over whether she wanted to be with Rob. She felt like he had turned into someone completely different and wasn't the Rob she'd fallen in love with. It was now time for Sophie to change herself. How Sophie looked before she met Rob. Sophie Sierra's look before 90-Day Fiance. Sophie comes from a wealthy background. She grew up in Spain, where she attended private schools and went on luxury trips all her life. Sophie's rich grandfather funded her life. According to Rob, Sophie had maids to help her out. However, Sophie also became independent at a young age. She'd moved out and did waitressing jobs to support her lifestyle. Sophie was a social media influencer before she met Rob. Her Instagram photos from 2017 and 2018 fetched her thousands of likes and comments. Sophie was still a brunette and had long natural hair in her photos. Sophie's look on 90-Day Fiancé Season 10. Sophie wore a blonde wig. Sophie sported an entirely different look for her 90-Day Fiancé debut. Firstly, Sophie was blonde. She wore a wig with an unusual parting and later admitted she had no idea how to wear and style one. She didn't wear glamorous outfits when she filmed the show. Sophie was usually dressed down and in comfortable styles like hoodies and sweatshirts. Sophie wore crop tops with leggings as a uniform. She was often seen with her hair tied up in a messy bun. It was like when she was with Rob. Sophie didn't feel the need to dress up. Sophie's wig on 90-Day Fiancé gets a lot of attention, even after her 2 seasons of facing the camera. Sophie was under a lot of stress when she was dating Rob. She faced severe hair loss, and it affected her self-confidence. Sophie has natural curly hair. Her father is Jamaican, and her mom is white. She's revealed photos of her as a little girl to explain what her natural hair looks like. Her hair was quite healthy when it was natural, but Sophie admittedly made a stupid decision to go blonde. Her hair was already in bad condition, and she decided to dye it platinum blonde. Sophie's hair was fried to the extent that it just fell off. Sophie started losing strands of her hair a week before she started filming. She knew she had to stop bleaching it, but had to wear a wig to appear presentable. Sophie had bought a $970 wig from a store in London. However, she had no experience with wigs and didn't know how to wear it right. In the meantime, Sophie's hair was still falling out in clumps, and she went bald from a side. Sophie's hair makeover after leaving Rob. Sophie is a brunette in 2024. Sophie underwent a dramatic hair change since her split with Rob. She was still blonde when she filmed 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Season 8, but Sophie did give viewers a glimpse of her dark hair during the 90-Day Fiancé Season 10 Tell-All. Sophie first revealed her brunette look on social media in December 2023. For a surprise as Sophie showed how she ditched her signature blonde locks and embraced her natural brunette color. The hair makeover signified a major turning point in her life. It was more than just a beauty makeover. Sophie moved out of Rob's apartment in May 2023. She has been living with her friend Cass since then. It's been over a year since Sophie and Rob split for good, but as seen in Happily Ever After, they were still trying to fix their marriage before giving up for good. Sophie's new hair may have been a sign of her accepting her new life. Fans wondered if Sophie's hair evolution meant something about her relationship with Rob. It meant her chapter with Rob had ended. Sophie was coming to terms with her independence and her new single status. Sophie is exploring new income opportunities. Sophie charges $85 for a follow back on Instagram. Sophie's mom, Claire Cheshire, got into trouble for sharing some clips showing Sophie and Rob arguing when she was still on her K-1 visa. The video showed Rob threatening to smash Sophie's phone and wanting her to pay for it even though she was on a K-1 visa and couldn't work. Rob was Sophie's sponsor when she couldn't work, and Claire allegedly sent her money so she could buy essentials like toothpaste and water. While Sophie hasn't confirmed whether her mom's claims were true, it appears she has started working in America in 2024 and is making a substantial income. Sophie has an OnlyFans account where she shares private adult modeling content with her premium subscribers. She is an official ambassador for the brand Fashion Nova and gets paid for modeling their latest styles on social media. Sophie hosted a fancy boat party in June 2024 on Lake Travis. She has been getting a lot of attention for her fanbase's page, where Sophie is offering a follow back from her Instagram page for $85 and a FaceTime call with her for $250. Sophie teaches makeup for $75 and can send a personal message on Instagram DM for $60. Sophie is embracing a no makeup look. Sophie is glowing in her new photos. Sophie has been traveling across the US since her split. Her stories reveal she has recently been to places like Las Vegas and Scottsdale. However, Sophie reportedly still lives in Austin with her roommate and best friend Kay. Most of Sophie's recent content is photos of her from her gym. Sophie had been working out and even going on long runs in 2024. She has been motivated to become the best version of herself physically, mentally, and spiritually. She's so comfortable in her skin that even when she doesn't wear makeup, Sophie looks like a glamorous diva. Sophie is making new friends in the US. Sophie is living her best single life in America. One of the reasons why Sophie was not ready to end her marriage was that it would have resulted in her having to go back to the UK. Sophie liked her new life in the US where she had made new friends and was enjoying new experiences. Sophie and Rob haven't divorced yet, despite their ups and downs on 90 Day Fiance. Happily ever after. Sophie's social media updates feature her friends with whom she isn't afraid to be herself and let her hair down. She also has been building friendships with cast members like Mayona Bell and Stacey Silva.